Brett, after a little bit of a rough patch, what do you think about the way the team has rebounded and really put yourself in a position to take 3 out of 4 against the Rays with Cole on the mound?
Yeah, the last 2 days, obviously, both big wins for us. I think, anytime we play the Rays, we know it's a battle, and obviously, every game against them is so important. So it's always hard, even at home. It's always hard to win a 4-game series. But again, after losing the first game, it's nice to be in a position to try and win the series today, and obviously feel good with Garrett going out there, and excited for the game this afternoon.
Last 2 games, you guys did get the W's, but there were some mistakes throughout the course of the game. What do you attribute all the base running blunders to this year?
Stuff like that. A lot of it, and I've made a couple mistakes out there too. For me, it just comes down to focus. Those sometimes things happen in the field or over the course of a game that are physical errors or some things that are hard to prevent from happening. But those base running things are fortunately things that can be corrected and obviously need to be corrected, and fortunate that they didn't come back to haunt us these last 2 games. But yeah, something that we talk about, we need to continue to work on, get better at. Really narrow our focus when we're on the bases, and easier said than done. Obviously the game moves so fast out there, but we definitely need to clean that up.
You've been playing a lot in center. How do you feel physically, and what do you think's going on at the plate right now?
I feel good physically. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just continuing to work at the plate. Feel like I'm really close to where I want to be at. Just things aren't exactly clicking for me. So just continuing to work. Did some early work on the field yesterday, and obviously get some work inside today before the game, and just continue to show up every day ready to work with a positive mindset, knowing that each day is a new opportunity, and things can turn around and change in this game in a hurry. And as long as I'm here and have an opportunity, I'll continue to do that, continue to work.
We'll take the next one from Joel Sherman.
Brett, at this moment, it's a third of the season or so. Your batting average is the lowest, your strikeout rate the highest, and not by a little bit in both of those categories. Do you attribute that at all to that anything pitchers might be doing illegally this season?
No, I don't. Pitching is as tough as it's ever been. It's definitely as hard to hit as it's ever been. Guys are throwing harder than ever and more breaking balls than ever, and better breaking balls. And pitching is every at bat is a battle, that's for sure. But I don't make any excuses as far as what pitchers may or may be doing. I mean, we're all facing the same pitching all across the league. It's not just us and the Rays today. There's 30 teams out there, and everybody's playing each other throughout the course of the season. So I think all that stuff works itself out. And for me, it's just a matter of continuing to work and find ways to get better, and having higher quality at bats, more consistent at bats, and finding ways to get on base, and continue to grind out at bats, find ways to help the team win, and not worry about anything else that's going on.
Just to follow up on that, just because it's become such a touchstone issue in the game right now, it's talking about potentially illegal substances the pitchers are putting on the ball. You're a veteran player. Have you, large behind the scenes, any complaints about this, either to your team, the union, that something needs to be done, if you think something needs to be done?
Those are all good questions. I mean, I'm more of a, kind of stand back and let things see how they play out. I mean, I think it's something that is going to get taken care of one way or another, whether it be amongst the players or whether something else happens, whether it be sooner or later. I know that people like to make a lot out of it, and I know that it's obviously a big issue. It's widely talked about, and I think it'll get taken care of one way or another. And for us, it's important just to go out there and focus on the things we can control. And like I said, for me, that's just go out there and try and have good at bats. Doesn't matter who I'm facing or what team we're facing. It's on me to find a way to be more consistent at the plate and get better.
Thanks, Brett.
Take the next one from Dan Martin.
Brett, does having Alex Cora back in the dugout for the Red Sox add any intensity to the upcoming series? And what are your thoughts on just having it, facing him again in the regular season since everything's come to light?
Yeah, I mean, having him back in the dugout obviously makes me want to beat them more. Listen, we don't like those guys. They don't like us. I don't want to get too far ahead of the Rays. Obviously, we got one more game before we get to the Red Sox this weekend, but we haven't seen much of them this year, so it'll be interesting to have them come into town and obviously look forward to those games, whether they're here in the Bronx or up at Fenway. A lot of energy, and having fans back in the stands this year will be fun. So, it'll be a good matchup, and we look forward to hopefully playing well against them.
Does Cora being back want to make you want to beat them more, like you said?
No, I was halfway joking, but obviously, he had a lot of success over in Houston and led the Red Sox to the World Series a couple years ago, and they're playing well again this year. So, like I said, it'll be a good battle, and it'll be fun.
Anyone else for Brett? Okay, Gardy, thank you very much for the time.
All right, guys.
This concludes our morning.
Atención fanáticos del Perlantillada, llegando ya la carrera estelar entre los programas deportivos. En la casilla número 1, Héctor Gómez. Le sigue en la casilla número 2, Tenchi Rodríguez. En la casilla número 3, Franklin Mirabal. Y en la casilla número 4, la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista. Todo listo, fanático, a correr, fanático, sale a la delantera, Héctor Gómez, seguido por Franklin Mirabal, Franklin Mirabal, llegando casi al segundo lugar, la máquina deportiva de Odiel Batista. Cuidado que Tenchi Rodríguez está en segundo lugar, apretando, se adueña del tercer lugar, Franklin Mirabal, seguido por Héctor Gómez, que está puntica, caco con Franklin Mirabal. Tenchi Rodríguez está perdiendo velocidad, la máquina deportiva ya está en segundo lugar, ampliando, ya llegando a la curva de la Paraguay, la máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal. La máquina deportiva, Franklin Mirabal está caco a caco llegando a la recta final. Franklin Mirabal está por sacar la delantera, pero Odiel Batista no se lo permite. La máquina deportiva, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Franklin Mirabal, Odiel Batista, Odiel Batista. Y es la máquina deportiva, amigos fanáticos, que se lleva la victoria en esta carrera por los programas deportivos. Felicidades para el ejemplar Odiel Batista montando la yegua a la máquina deportiva. Buenas tardes desde la Perlantillada.